Joining me now from Cochise County, Arizona, Chairman of the National Sheriff's Association Border Security Committee and member of the DHS Advisory Council, Sheriff Mark Dannels. Sheriff, you are in charge in a lawmaker or a law enforcement standpoint of Cochise County, which is kind of southeast of Tucson, but it butts right up against the southern border. Over the past couple of years, Sheriff, the dynamic has changed a lot along the southern border. How do you characterize that change over the last couple, 3 years?
Well, first of all, hello, Graham. Thanks for having me on your show. You know, I've watched the evolution for 30 years on this border here in Cochise County on the southern border. And I'll just say it, the cartels, the transnational organizations south of our border, all along from Texas to California, controls these borders on the southern side. They control what comes across. They control what drugs, the modern day slavery I call human smuggling. They control all that. And so in our county is no different. We see it. I've seen it. The casualties of having a porous border, a border that a rural border doesn't have a lot of security based on the federal government's plan. And so we've taken some steps in our county to change that over the last couple of years. 372
miles of border your county encompasses. Is that correct?
We have 83 miles international border.
83.
That's the entire Arizona.
Okay, all of Arizona. All right, so you have 83 miles of that 372. 1,600 agents in that area to try and keep southern Arizona safe. And you have, what, 88 deputies?
We have 93 deputies.
93.
We added a few more.
Congratulations.
93.
Great. I mean, that's wonderful for your department, and it's wonderful for the people who live in Cochise County. But where I'm going with this is we hear politicians, some of them in Washington, D.C., say, oh, you know what, drugs, they flow through the port of entry. Now, anybody who's studied the border at all like you have and I have for many, many years, that raises the hair on the back of my neck. I don't know about yours. Have they consulted you at all when they make a brash and incorrect statement like that?
No, they don't. We have an open invitation for any elected official, anybody in leadership, or anybody that just wants to come and see what the real border is all about. Come see us in Cochise County. Come see the efforts we've put forward to secure this border on a local level to complement our federal partners. But no, they don't ask us, and that's been a big frustration for me for years, where people in the Northeast and other states are making decisions on our county and the southern county. As sheriffs along this border, consult with us. We're there for them.
Right. And it's interesting when you look at Nogales, they're upset about razor wire at the border. You know, there's some political machinations going on behind the scenes. They say it's hurting business, whatever. You talked about the drug cartels. They have a certain level of sophistication that goes well beyond razor wire, do they not? That includes use of drones. That includes semi-sophisticated watching and listening devices, lookouts, good old-fashioned foot patrols. They have it all going on down there, don't they?
They exactly do. And I could, if you're visiting me, Graham, I could take you down the border and show you where they're looking right at us from Mexico on the top of a peak. And so, yeah, they're watching us. The cartels don't care about our economy. They don't care about our livelihood. They don't care about Americans. What they care about is violence and greed and getting their product into our country. You know, where that razor wire is in Nogales is that international border is owned by the federal government. I support the fact that we need to secure these borders. If you're in that razor wire, you're there illegally in the first place.
Right.
And you come across legally, I support that. I support legal immigration. I do not support illegal activity coming across our border.
Cochise County, Arizona is in the Tucson sector of the Border Patrol, and you have seen a significant increase in Southwest Border Family Unit apprehensions in the Tucson sector year over year. 2018 versus 2019 is a 257% increase. Clearly, what is happening here is the message has gotten south of the border, and that is if you try and breach our security, our border, bring a child with you because you'll get preferential treatment. What percentage do you think, Sheriff? I know your job isn't primarily the border. You have other things to do in Cochise County. But what percentage do you think is actually being apprehended of human smugglers and of drug smugglers? What percentage is actually getting through that we don't even know about?
And that's the scary percentage that should scare all Americans. I believe the federal statistics around 30% is what's being apprehended on this border. We have a system in Cochise County. It's our border program, we're about 68% apprehension. And we complement each other, federal partners and a local law enforcement sheriff's office.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.